Hello and welcome back to Era History Untold. We're starting off a brand new game today, checking out the 1.4 updates that just launched. We're gonna play as Johnny Boy, the good Canadian boy, after our own great grandfathers. Johnny Boy gets a bonus to harvest production and hunting camps, as well as cheaper hunting camps, +3 housing in all cities, faster scouts, better logging camps, but he is bad at fighting outside our territory. This new update has a whole bunch of new stuff that they've added in, including improvements to automation. There is a new map view that you kind of like when you zoom out, you're meant to be able to get more information. In our first test run, it was pretty bugged. So we'll see if it was maybe just for that run or what's going on. They've also increased endgame difficulty as well so that the AI scales better. We're going to play on Grand Duke because of that. No bonuses, hostile AI. Minimal bonuses, some hostile AI. No, yeah, I like no bonuses. So the computer should be kind of at the same level of us. We're going to generate a new map. We'll play on twin continents. We'll play on large. We're going to randomize it, leave all this. I'm going to turn up the nations to not that many. Let's go 20. We're going to turn off act culling because it's still not balanced well. And everything else we're going to leave standard. These guys are all on Grand Duke. Yes, great. Let's get right on in there. Let's get right in there, see what it's all about. Canada loves chopping down trees and hates fighting. I mean, basically, yeah, that's not too far off the truth. So the syrup's calling. John A. loved choo-choo trains, though, when there was that. I wouldn't mind building some choo-choo trains. I really want to focus on a bit of a peaceful run, focus on the economy, maybe some culture stuff, but I think really economy is what's going to be our powerhouse.
Of power. John A. MacDonald, you are a charismatic leader with a grand vision for unity and are poised to shape the destiny of a new nation. In a world where alliances are as fragile as glass, your diplomatic finesse and unyielding resolve will forge the first
maybe some strong diplomacy.
Disparate peoples. Utilize your strategic insight to navigate through societal turmoil and divisions. Your mission is not merely to create a nation, but to build a society that stands as a beacon of stability and prosperity.
That's what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. We're in the city of Ottawa. We have limestone. We have... It really looks like bad starting resources again. Last time on our test run, we also had really bad starting resources. So I'm going to tell you, if we don't find some actual hunting camp stuff, we're going to re-roll right away. In the meantime, we're building a scout. We're working on feasts. We'll pay them up for the first couple rounds. Meteorites are good. But they're only so good. That's +1. Oh, that's +0. Okay, that should be okay. Good luck, Canada. I guess we'll take pottery if we have limestone next to us. Hunt that wolf for the bonus food. Copper. I don't know, man. This is not looking like a good start. This is not looking like an ideal start. Let's see how that scout, if they pull out anything more interesting. Dude, I can't believe it. The computer gets like 10 resources around it. And so far we get zilch, nada, nothing. That shouldn't fight them. They're not hostile to us. Boom. We do get hunting camps from archery. Or bronze working. But again, we actually don't have anything to hunt here. And I don't really want to go on the offensive. There's also no grain. I mean, we might have to. Lithic ropes and tools. I guess getting logging camps would be kind of smart. Ironworking, the wheel, and rope making, yeah. There's quite a bit of barley down here. All right, let's see what scout number 2 finds. Settlers come up soon, but not soon enough. 2 more turns. So honestly, I'd probably just work on a spearman if that's the case. You guys got more tribes. This is looking like a reroll for sure. More copper. There's barley and fish down here. Okay, so I could do food. We could do economy. Just like not having any... Like not having a single location. For us to do hunting camps in. It's kind of outrageous. It makes no sense without camps. Yeah, I think we will just reroll now. We get a little scout out in both directions, but that's it.
John A. McDonald, founding father and first prime
This is all set to the same. Hit a couple of seeds. It's weird, man. It's weird how much the difference really, like, screws you. Really can mess you up very bad. We do have deserts in Canada. The ones in Manitoba are also destroyed. Yeah, much as Saskatchewan is like a desert. 3rd time's the charm here today.
Foundation.
Barley. Bison herds, their hunting camps. Okay. This is more promising looking. The British Columbian tribe. We'll grab that. We'll grab early archery, I think. Or early granary for that barley. You know what? We should probably do early granary. Just because food is so important right away. Oh my god. What a great boon that is. We got an early feast. Empty that. Empty that. Huge, huge. I also have to remember that our scouts can move 2 a turn because we're Canada. Or at least move and then, I guess, do some looting. British Columbia, closer to Ottawa than I remember. Right next to the Mestia tribe as well. Unfriendly. More good booty looties there. You can go that way for sure. The Drummondville tribe. They seem pretty friendly. Grab that archery for the hunting camps. Cut through there. Next turn, we can start making settlers. Oh yeah, this is a good 5-spot location too. I'll go there with you. More bison? Now we're cooking. Actually, let's have you there and then you there. They can both dig up those booties. We're going to swap you on over to settlers. Plows, metal ingots, lots of really good stuff here. I feel much better, much more confident with this run right now. You go there, you go there. You go there. You go... Let's go there. You go there and then there. That's outrageous and very annoying. Okay, so I'm going to have to send you there instead. The Naimo tribe, we have some tobacco up here. We're actually in a really interesting location because of the way that this mountain works. Wild llamas down here. Like if I push out and lock the doors, people are going to have a hard time expanding in our territory. Okay, so what do we have and what don't we have? Rope making would probably be decent. See, animal husbandry would be probably the smartest thing given we have all those bison. You're going to dig. Saffron flowers up here. Ooh. Spice or flowers? Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies all over the place. Let's rush these settlers. I should have done that a couple turns ago for Soyton. You picked up a wheel? Things are automatically applied now as well, which is really nice. You can turn this off.
A new power arises in your world.
Great. Genghis Khan is to our north. I think I'm going to go right here. Hey, St. John's. That's where I was born. Little East Coast special. Well, we'll try getting some farms up. Let's definitely get a spearman going. Right away. And I'm going to keep digging the equipment caches. The equipment caches are a lot more valuable, I find, than everything else. So, the fact that we have a mountain range to our left means we should expect AI above and below. Yeah. Rush to close that border. Exactly. Lock up this river. I don't know if there are, like, penalties for attacking across a river. Oops. Well, we'll try to find out. Couple of spearmen. I will deploy him because I can use him to like take out those cougars. All right, 2 more techs. Herbalism could work. I think rope making probably. Rope making gives us the logging camp, which we do want. But if we have a saffron up here, I'll let him go for that barrel. And here is Georgia. Georgie Porgy to the south. So there's not a lot down here right now that I'm seeing.
Scholars from
This is the first tribe for us to get an event on. I could just take the books. I think I'm going to do that. Plug the book into here. +3 city knowledge. And then, yeah, we got to get that farm up so we can get our food back online. A new biome discovered. Tropical forest. The tropical forests of southern Canada. Let's rush that farm. Well, how are you out of feasts? I'm going to put you on food right now because what I want is another settler. %, of region food is yielded. 5 bonus region for each farm in this territory. So stacking farms is still like valuable. A granary here would also be pretty good. 50% of food is applied towards harvest production at each farm within the region. Yeah, so probably a granary and then like 3 farms here would be pretty smart. We get the bonus to our capital in housing. I actually might just go for the extra farm right away. You're gonna have to do a farm here because there's not much else we can do about it. We'll put you on feasts and we'll get one in there as soon as we can. In the meantime, let's try to go find the Mongols. This is the capital down here for these guys. They've got some equipment stashes, so we're going to rob them.
Founders of your nation's newest city look to you for advice.
And we'll give them happiness in St. John's. Why not settle as far north as you can to lock the Khan out? Because he would just basically move down and push me in the other way. Like he would just walk past my city with his settlers and then just like back settle me.
A boy no older than 16 enters your court.
We'll take minus to security, but we'll get the lithic tools. Which, where is this guy? The economy page. Guess we don't really have a lot going right now.
Speaker for the
Khotan. What's weird is like Nanaimo, British Columbia, and Drummondville. I didn't get events for these guys, but I'm getting events for the guys who are really far away. Timber and materials. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll take the prestige here. You're gonna hunt a Coog. Getting lots of plows, which is kind of nice. You're probably beating me to that, but I'm gonna try to steal it just in case. Yeah, I thought maybe he would go for that grizzly bear. Pottery buff. +1 city cap. Oh, well, that's really good. Kind of hard to say no to +1 city cap. There's some more bonus food, some more cleared out stuff. I don't really want to be fighting tigers. You know what? Just go there to scout for me for right now. Rocks up on copper. Up this way. Yeah, see, this guy has 65 happiness, but he's getting the happiness rainbow. So there's something glitched with this UI. This new UI that they've put in is definitely not correct. It's hard to say exactly where it's glitching out, but same thing down here. These guys also have happiness rainbow at only 60 happiness. Probably don't tread on them. All right, just go there for right now. You're working on another farm. Yeah, I'm gonna rush that. Do I build yon granary? Or do I save that food? Let's wait a turn and see. If Kangaskhan tells you that you're happy and you don't argue. Game seems to go faster than a few months ago, or is that Canada's fast scouts? They have improved like endgame speed. That was one of the big things that they... So like the back end stuff is moving faster now. If that's what you meant. I mean, I could build a watchtower in my capital. I could also just keep building farms. Right now, food is sort of the thing. I really don't appreciate that Kangaskhan has just like left his scout here. I guess he's maybe fighting that tiger, but you can grab that and then go get that cash. That is his capital. That is your capital. Yeah, see, like double sheep, grapes and barley, deer, copper, all within one square of his capital. I think the computer just gets like super broken capitals. 1, 2, 3, 4, and probably a fifth on either of those as well. We got 1, 2, 3. They say they don't get bonuses, but that's a lie.
He bows deeply before formally asking to be taken on in
Umgovi tribe. You guys are really far north. But it's only at the cost of 15 bucks, so that's actually kind of a good deal. We are for sure in last place. Tamara the Great is in first place. Okay. Noted. I don't like it, but I've noted it. You got enough for another settler. I'm missing rope to Stonehenge, city knowledge and security. Can I rush this settler by any chance? Maybe after a couple turns. Ah.
a new power
Zenobia?
arises in your world.
So she's kind of cutting off the edge of the mountains there. Let's see, I kind of want like a trade agreement with Kangaskhan if we can, but we'll see how it goes. We have a lot of great open territory. We just have like trash for resources. I'd love to put a city right here. Let's gobble up all that copper. Maybe here would be the best place. That's so far, though. I mean, honestly, I think the next cities, probably the next 2 cities I build are not resource cities. You got goats. I mean, I'm happy to see that. Let's go to bronze working.
An invitation arrives at the capital. It seems the son of the tribe's chieftain is getting married.
Rathusa. I'll give him 50 food. We have resources, baby. I'm a pacifist, but I'm going to put a city right next to another player city. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not actually going to do that. Here's another tribe, Kelowna. I mean, you're a 5 slot. You're better in general. There's Newfoundland. Yes, boy, Newfoundland right next to St. John's. That's not confusing at all. Trana. Trana's another good spot, but I do want these big guys in. Let's get those settlers going.
The artisans of a nearby tribe have created impressive work.
We'll make friends with Kelowna. And then I think I'm just going to walk this guy down here through all this foggy war. You're going to keep collecting buckets. Sin City, can you get feasts? No. Start putting food into that. And you need a hunting camp, right? Yeah. So hunting camps also give what? Nothing? Nothing. Just harvest production in this improvement. Granaries are only for farms. Logging timber yield is added to city harvest production. Yeah, so they changed this as well. Logging camps used to give bonuses to crafting. Workshops give bonuses to industry improvement, but only towards building them. Ceramic shops no longer stack. Butcher shops. Harvest production towards harvesting animal resource nodes. So butcher shops here would be valuable. So interesting how they've changed the way that all of these buildings work together. I think they've done a correct job with it. Like, I think it's much better than just being like, oh, you just have to stack all 5 of your ceramic shops in a single tile. Who's been naming stuff? Are you the one been emptying the whiskey store? John A. More of a gin man? Honestly, I'm not really sure. Yeah, those are the tiles I want to do. Yeah, no. 5 golds down on that coast. Great question. Where's the wood? All the wood is down here. No wood up here. So I probably don't want to go up there. The sea is worth less food than regular mainland. It depends, I think. Oh, no, not really. The nice thing about the sea is that it doesn't use economic upgrades. So they're just kind of like empty buildings. These spots down here that are worth like tons of cash are really interesting to me. But I am also thinking like, well, maybe I can have like a triangle here. And then I'm at least closer to these materials. You're 3 slots. You're a 5 slot spot. 2 from the sea. And you have a river. I think this is a greedy play, but I'm going to do it.
The tribe's leader watches with disinterest as one of his people rubs his hands nervously.
Where is this? Ugandobi. Yeah, that could be a problem. They might hunt that scout down. I'd really like to get all these equipment caches, but probably not going to happen now. Equipment caches are way more valuable than resource caches, I would certainly argue. That still can't be boosted. I can make friends with the Mongols for $100. I'm willing to do that. I'd like to have some trade with them if possible. I'm really making an aggressive play down here right now, so yeah, these guys are gonna come fight me. Can you not retreat from this anymore? Maybe it just takes a turn. So we got tobacco here. Push on spice that way. That also pushes meat on cows. That's horses, which for sure Genghis is going to want, but hell, we'll go Terrebonne. Terrebonne. You guys are still waiting on those feasts, which is brutal. We've met Belgium.
You've met a new culture.
And these guys have cleared out most of their immediate problems. I'm just going to send that back to heal. In fact, I might just put him back in reserve. So that I can add him to a real army. Retreat. Haha. Do all units have this? Or only scouts? If all units can retreat from battle, I'm going to be upsetty spaghetti that they added that in. Actually, I'm going to be really happy that they added it in. I'm just going to be sad that I didn't notice it until now. The Mongols are now friendly with us. We need open borders. You got camels. You got frankincense. let's go this way. Keep exploring. Earth good. Nice city name. Friends with Mongol. Bold strategy. Land-based improvements would also increase fish harvests. I mean, there's probably some good ways to increase the harvests. You need that. And then at each farm in the region. So probably not a granary. I might actually do like a watchtower there. I don't think I'm in any rush for it. Do you have a feast ready yet? My God, dudes, what is taking so long? These are meant to be made like every 3 turns. How are they still being crafted? Oh, all right, well, rude. Be the first to build the Acropolis. You're gonna go look for booty. You're gonna grab that cash. She's got 1 city scout. You're gonna try to get that feast up and running. Not jewelry, no. Well, likewise, just slap a farm down here for now. Interesting. We'll keep going that way. Figure out what this little bay is all about. Have you hunted anything yet? Wasn't that super important? We are hunting bisons. We're about to be hunting bisons. We just spent a lot of time making farms. Lithic tools, glass, and candles. No, I should go there. Go there? Go there? God, I hate that you can't. Where are you right now? You're in this square. No. You're in that square. Okay, yeah, then go there. I really wish you could like shift click and tell them to go like here, then there. That's a little like quality of life thing that's helpful. You have a feast, but I'm going to put it in St. John's. You have a feast. You also have a couple of other things. Honestly, baskets would be really good. I gotta know if that connects to another continent. He started up a second city right there. 1, 2, 3 tiles away from his capital. All right. He was like, I want all this territory. That's totally fair. I am still going to try to steal those goats. Damn, man, that rock salt would be really nice, though. So with those flowers. One thing at a time, I suppose. A bay, you say? Perhaps some sort of Hudson Bay? Perhaps? All right, we're capped out on cities, so that's at least nice. Dig. Dig, thank you.
You have reached the Bronze Age.
There's our Bronze Age. So, what are we making? Bisons. Bisons are good at making cured meat, gourmet meals, and leather. Cured meats and offerings. Crafted at trade posts and bazaars. Good at city religion. Copper llamas are good at fabric. So we could go for weaving. I'd argue that's not a bad choice. I like the idea of also getting up an early religion. I think would probably be pretty strong for us. What about tobacco? The tobacco just makes money, I think. Yeah. Flat cash, baby. I could put an altar right here next to him. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's rush religion.
New faces
Venezuela. You're gonna get that barrel. You're gonna go down this way. Or I guess that way right now. Okay, she forward settled these guys. I'm still really concerned about the fact that I don't see Georgia with a second city. There it is. Never mind. Excellent. They went south. So most of the computer is only getting a second city now, and we've gotten a third city. I feel good about that. I think you're just going to keep scouting the other side of this mountain. City of Valencia is over here. Health, trade for happiness, -2 relationship. Honestly, I'm going to take the 50 wealth. We have the wealth to spare right now. And that puts us actually really close to absorbing those guys.
An ornately decorated package with an attached scroll from a tribal leader sits on your desk.
These are these guys down here. I think we're going to absorb them right now if we get a +1. -7 production or -5 knowledge. Let's take the knowledge. Yeah, sick. So they're actually going to get absorbed into Adigene, which means I could push that rice or I could push that copper. I will probably push that rice because then I can get grain. Which, speaking of, I actually need a granary here. Yeah, you might as well make bisons for now. Mongol's gone from friendly to neutral. You found an equipment cache. I will take. $10 metal ingots. That's huge. We need to actually look at wonders if that's the case. Thick tools and ropes. The Colossus of Rhodes is 5 metal ingots and 20 ceramic pots. Good at Seaforce Cap. I don't necessarily know that that's the one we want. Code of Laws, timber, rope, ceramic pots. Again, we're not really making either of those. And the Nemrit Dag, I think we skipped. No, maybe we didn't. Oh, I cannot see it in here at all. Can I? Is there like a Civipedia? The Encarta. Triumphs. Stonehenge. Let the tools, ropes, and timbers. There is the Library of Celsus is somewhat early. That's books. Hanging Garden is flower. Great Lighthouse is metal tools. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Damn, dudes. So the Colossus of Rhodes is really the only thing here that takes metal ingots. It's just not a very good one, but I might have to go for it anyway. Emerald Dag. Yeah.
A harried messenger enters your court with a plea from a foreign leader. They have been at war for some time.
All right, well, I guess there goes 5 of our metal ingots. Appeasing the Mongols. Is this like Civ? Yes, very much so. It's like Civ, but with complicated economic production chains. Most similar to a game like Anno. Still no feasts, eh? Their population should take next turn. Yeah, there we go. They just jumped to level 3. So. I'm going to go this way because it allows me to secure that rice and then those llamas. And then that also allows me to get the coastal fisheries. And I think that's the better bet for us. You've met Nefertiti.
First contact with a mysterious people.
Mysterious. The city tier is increased, and yet I still have nothing to put in here. This butcher shop can start making cured meat out of bison. Yeah, if I had goats, so we could do goats and bison into that butcher shop, which would be pretty good. Have I ever played Victoria 3? I actually haven't. I played a lot of Victoria 2, but I have not given Vicky 3 a chance yet, so. Pagan Gardens of Morden MV. Will I be playing Monster Train 2? No, probably not. First one was great. Second one was reviews overwhelmingly positive. Yeah, I looked at a bit of it. It just doesn't really seem like my style of game. I'm sure it's good, but I kind of hate Slay the Spire style games. Like, I really like Slay the Spire, and I feel like everything else just makes me upset.
But his family's background is in metallurgy.
Irrigation chariots or trading? I'm gonna take trading.
As you walk the simple paths of your
Bottomless soup from Yamu. Okay, I have very low timber, which is hilarious. I should have lots of food. Oh no, but that's the +2. I could just tank my prestige. Or take my relationship for prestige. I think I'll do that. All of these events need to give an incredible amount more. Like, it shouldn't be 10, it should be 100 prestige if you're doing that. It really don't make much sense otherwise. All right, you guys keep getting baskets. Getting plows. Guelph. Guelph, Ontario. How dare you come south of the border? I thought we agreed that this river was where we were going to draw the line, Genghis Khan.
You have encountered a new nation.
Genghis Khan, who I don't think is going to make the cut. Genghis Khan, who is currently making the cut. No. Go that way? You seem confused. Well, I can't really do much about it. That's it, boy. That's it. We'll speed up that granary, because then I can actually swap you over to grains. And I can add you onto grain stores. Next turn. This city now becomes idle. It grows in 1 turn. I tell you what, we should build some archers because I'm a bit worried about Genghis Khan now. Build a palace. Oh, this is impassable terrain. All right. Well, keep exploring then. You can keep exploring up that way. You should get this other bison. I think it's probably the right choice.
Your scouts report back.
Salkala tribe down here. These guys are getting burned down to the ground. So I probably don't want relationship with them. I could trade a tunic for +10 happiness. Or I could trade 50 timber for 100 wealth. That's kind of a good deal.
Message reaches you from a foreign leader who is constructing a brilliant gate.
Georgie Porgy. Yeah, I'm going to make friends just because we're peaceful. I'm going to do my best to make friends. Where are you, Scout? Here? Can you cut through him? Need to build a wall to guide the Mongols. Needs another horse ranch to add to his collection of 50 billion acres of horse ranches. So let's get another hunting camp here. We produce 1.4, we consume 1. So I could probably set up a second butcher shop if that's the case. If I had any timber.
A clay-covered potter exits a hut, shouting after an enrobed scholar.
Five knowledge for 30 turns is kind of worth it. I'll take that. Even though I don't really need the +2, but... that makes me very friendly with the Mongols. Now, one thing I remember being really upset about previously in the game was how bad diplomacy was. I'm about to be maxed out with the Mongols. Do you think they will give me open borders? The most basic of all diplomacies. If he is not willing to do this... Genghis Khan is ready to go to war with us, though he would have preferred peace. He likes our shared border. Okay, he didn't steal that. Make nice. I'm gonna give him another $100. Even though he definitely does not deserve it. If he doesn't give me this open border, I'm gonna... oh, man. Here's our missionary. So these bison can be used to make leather as well, right? Yeah, so we could pick up leather working. I can't believe that this is still the case. Like, of all the things that they patched, that they also haven't fixed this. It's absurd, man. Maxed out relationship? And he won't open borders?
An unknown society extends its hand.
That was like a real issue before that I had, because like a game that's meant to be focused on diplomacy, and you literally can't do anything to affect the diplomacy in any meaningful way. Our border is where our horses can travel to. I'm taking these goats. You can't stop me, buddy. Archers and spearmen. Yeah, I gotta build one more set of archers.
Great leader has heard word of an unparalleled swordsmith in...
Play nice with everybody. Feel like the game should at least show us why they won't go to war with us, or they won't open borders. Agreed. 100%. Because, like, if I can't open borders, I can't trade with them, right? If I can't trade with him and I can't open borders, then, like, what good is he as a neighbor? It's gotta be one of these games. If it's completely impossible to do literally any form of diplomacy whatsoever in the game, let's rush that farm. You guys can also expand over there. Rush that farm. Rush those archers. So I think the tannery's still stacked together. That's quite funny. Tanneries and all their upgrades in this region. So, yeah. All right, we'll think about it. Do I want weaving? Like, goats are going to go towards food, right? So... the wheel we could skip. I only have one more thing here to get. Colossus of Rhodes you only can get with sales. Also, you guys are meant to be building an altar for me. I need wood. You're the only spot with wood right now. 2, 1. 1, 1, 1. Yep, you sure are. You sure are. Archers, spearmen, archers. Deploy to Ottawa. Okay. Explore, explore, explore. You guys are still making baskets. I'd like you to switch over to cured meats. Put them on all. Even though we can't quite support it yet, it'll start amping up over time. Or it should start amping up over time. Girl bosses everywhere. Ah, they built another city up here. They're trying to take that copper from me for sure. It's okay, man. We have our little like coastline. There's not a lot of valuable stuff in here on the mountains, so I wouldn't really argue there's a lot of valuable stuff on the coastlines either, but act transition is starting to gear up. I don't think they've put auto scouting in yet either. Have they? Auto explorer. Oh, they have. You know what, dudes? Go nuts. I think I've kind of found everything I need to find at this point. I feel like you're the most likely to go to war with me, so I'm going to bring that army up north. I better grab that copper while I still can. I think we'll rush that logging camp as well. I have enough to build that altar. I'd really like to get that up and running. These guys look like they're killing Nanunamo tribe. Swordsman? Logging camp? We should build that farm in here, priority, but I can upgrade this guy to a swordsman as well. And I think I'll do it. It'll knock him out for a few turns. That's okay. Someone is building Stonehenge, Nemrit Dag, and Stonehenge. And we're going to skip up the ironworking.
Envoy arrives at your capital, sent to share a message from their leader. They believe that your fields seem to be suffering from poor soil management. They offer advice on how to manage properly.
I mean, what's the point in having positive relationships with the Mongols if they literally won't give me anything? Oh, this is still glitched as well. So this new mechanic that they put in to be able to tell what's going on the map doesn't work properly. That's unfortunate. How does he have 4 cities? Oh, rotten Zenobia. I guess everybody has just already got monarchy, probably. China has declared war on me. Dude, I don't think you can reach me in 25 turns. We're going to turn you guys over to goats, because then I can go here and I can give you goats. Why don't we put spices in here? We'll have them switch to goats shortly. Canada run out of woods? Totally unplayable, right? You guys are meant to be on grain. Do we have any of those made yet? No, not yet. 10,000 Chinese Choku news show up. Nemrit Dag is made. Oh, they might just be trying to kill my scout. That could have been the whole reason. You've generated another claim. Now. Do I go for the spices or the salt? These are 1 every 75. These are 1 every 25. These give me like better resources though. And this is like a pretty good spot to take. So I think we'll just move up like that. If I can get the spice, I will. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. It'll be a little annoying, but we'll survive it. So I think I'm going to build 3 tanneries here, maybe. Or... well, I guess I should build a butcher shop, right? Yeah. Then we'll move that army down just in case. Can I build roads between my cities? Yes. And you can build roads between people that you have open trade agreements with. I totally forgot to do this previously. Georgia, everybody's gone neutral with me.
Courtier conveys a message from a leader in need. Their army has been stuck in a deadlocked battle.
I'm willing to try and get her positive because I think she's at least friendlier than the Mongols. Mongols? How do they even get a settler in there? I didn't even see one. Goddamn Mongols. Goddamn Mongolians. How dare they?
You receive a message from the tribe sharing grave concerns about raiders. Apparently, your envoy witnessed them firsthand when they themselves
+1 might be enough here.
an attack on their return home.
For Drummondville. I don't think it was. No. Okay. Oh, China showed up. Look at that. And Mona showed up. Hi, Mona. Assumed by the sea. I thought I would have seen them like come down the coast, but I see that they have even more settlers, dude. I don't know. I guess this is what Mongolians do. Maybe they just have like a ton of settler limit. Cavalry units are 25 force strength. Infantry range and anti-cab are +1 force speed. +10 to forces outside my territory. Cheaper War of Annihilation. Bonus XP from defeating enemy forces. +1 speed to scouts. He's just gonna slaughter me is what he's gonna do. Our city cap is 3. No, 4. We recently upgraded it. Go to war with Mexico and we'll give you all this stuff. It says Egypt. I don't really want to.
Well-known general has abandoned his post in the middle of a critical battle, causing a stir. Your advisors convey that there is no greater dishonor, though they include in their report that the general had rushed home upon hearing his wife was on her deathbed.
We're going to take security bonuses. Those guys will stop them next turn. Ottawa, you're getting an expansion. I think I might just move you to Newfoundland because it's a 5 slot and I could build a bunch of crafters. I also kind of want to just like cut off his cities here. You also get a specialist. Probably let's make extra grain stores.
Your envoy shares an audacious story from a recent tribal visit. A poor silk spinner was at their court and requested to
You better be getting those treats down here.
An envoy arrives at your capital representing city leaders from a nearby nation. They've admired your approach to governance and would like to invite you to their League of Knowledge.
Interesting.
Membership comes at a price, but will provide you with access to advanced political strategy.
Take them hostage. I'll join that league because that means maybe we can actually make some friendships with Belgium. You're Belgium, right? I mean, I'm sure you have stuff I want. Rugs and carpets can be used on dwellings. Well, let's just see if they'll give me a trade proposal first. Thought the cities were capped. So if he went monarchy and then he got the +1 from pottery, that would give him 5. All right, this city is idle now, making more meats. So I desperately need workshops. I don't have any workshops built at all right now, so this is pretty much just going to be like workshop city. I could put in a tannery here too. It's not a bad choice. Or a weaver. 50% craft production for each culture and religion improvement in this region. Something scaled with ceramic shops, but I can't remember what it was. Stone pits. 5% craft production to ceramic shops and their upgrades. Which probably means something scales off of logging camps and hunting camps as well. And I just haven't unlocked them yet. Bakeries get bonuses for commercial improvements. Which dwellings actually count for. Craft production and harvest production to improvements in this region as well. Oh, they made dwellings much better than... You just don't have to build them all in your capital anymore. Man, the changes here are pretty big. I'd like to get an altar going as well. How is our altar? 8 turns off. Let's rush that. Swordsman, archer. I'm going to build a second archer. Oh my god, he's willing to trade. That's so good. I want rugs and carpets. And I think I probably want plows. 20 turns on plows. I don't think I want plows. Bread is 15. Trade goods are 20. Wine is 10. You know what? I think I'll grab wine and carpets because I can at least plug those into cities. Friends with Belgium equals chocolate and waffles. When I visit Belgium next month, you're taking a Belgian waffle making class? Nice. All you can eat waffles with fancy toppings. Yum. That is, I did. That's like the one thing I did when I went to Belgium was eat some waffles and some chocolate. And let me tell you, they were pretty good. They were pretty good. The Colossus requires ceramic, yeah. But I also need to be, I think, sea tiles. Oh, they took the spice. Oh, what are you going to do? Well, what are you gonna do? There's my altar. So you count as a farm. And you have some good, like, farm territory. I could stack some farms up there. You have 3 spots. A dock would be nice in one of them. 5% production of fishing nets and their upgrades in the city as well. TBH, I'm going to put a watchtower here. Because I think there's no way I don't end up at war with these guys. We could found a religion. Which we're going to call... Take this little plant. Let's think. Concrete, candles, timber, and materials. We're gonna have a lot of timber. I don't know about everything else. We have access to concrete? Limestone, obsidian, silicates. Silicates can come from copper. All right, let's go with a pagoda. And we're going to call this maple syrupism. Comes from the little tree. No, it's really the only correct choice, given what we have here. So these guys all get 10% strength. We can probably build this guy in St. John's, where it looks like we have 60 security. Nation rankings are up, and we are, of course, in last place. Who else was down there, though? Venezuela, Mexico, Zenobia. Georgia's fallen from 1st to 14th. We don't even know who the people on top are. We're slaughtering this single Chinese spearman who came to fight us. Great victory for us. Now, science improvements provide research, 25 food for turn, or 15 happiness in the capital. Happiness in the capital would be pretty good. Because our capital is kind of not super happy right now. You guys are mustering. We can become a theocracy. That'll give us another +1 city cap. It's going to lower our taxes, but I think that's okay. It does mean I want more altars as well. I say, it never really feels like you make enough of these other things other than food. I mean, you could easily build an altar in there. We need more wood, though.
Message comes to you from the great Nefertiti of Eden.
I don't care about Egypt.
Tribe's farmers are fascinated by your nation's ability to track celestial events and predict the future.
Did I get them? Ah, so close. Downgrade. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to fortify in my city here.
You have reached the Iron Age.
Now we can make iron tools. We're not making any tools right now. That's another city cap. We're just crafting so little things. Hospitality is probably going to be good for us. Everything we're doing right now is food-based, so irrigation gives us the water well. Very good. Also upgraded to like irrigated farms, flowers, the hanging garden. Now, we didn't get the flowers that I was hoping for, but we only get 4 techs. Or, well, you know, we start with 4 techs. Monument building can be kind of nice for the bonus prestige, but it takes a really long time for that to add up. We're going to go for hospitality first. Job here is done. 2 for 2 and making you hungry, right? Communion involves little wafers of Canadian bacon and a thimble of syrup. I like that. I would do that. Build production towards religious improvements could be pretty good right now. 5 research per turn. Paragon spawn chance would also... You know what? I'm actually going to take Paragon spawn chance for the moment. Just because we don't have any Paragons. And we also sort of need a lot more settlers. I have like 2,000 food. I think this might be one of my biggest issues right now. I don't know where I'm going to put them all, but these guys have grown. We can come over here and we can get these wild llamas. Ooh, we got some iron down here. You also have an expert. Ooh, I think I'll just put it into timber. So you guys need a stone pit here. Oh, sorry. No, not there. That was incorrect. You guys need a stone pit here. And stone pits gives bonuses to ceramic shops. So I could absolutely just fill this with ceramic shops. You know what? If I'm going to do that, I should probably make one of these a workshop first. Because it'll make those ceramic shops way cheaper to build. You also need a stone pit. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We're somehow running out of feasts. Plus 10% tax income. Your forces deal 5 HP when they defeat an enemy force. But your forces heal 5 HP. Established relationship with other nations. Lead by action. Each turn, your relationship value drifts closer to your established relationship. Let's take that. We're meant to be peaceful, so... Metal tools. We'll get the iron up soon. I guess I could put timber in here in the meantime. We got another paragon. Love to see it. Maybe let's go, yeah, cultural advisor for this guy. So that altars are cheaper. Rush that settler. And then immediately build the second one. So I'm probably going to put like one settler here and then, I don't know, one settler maybe up here on this iron and goat. You're just going to fortify. I think that's the better spot right now. You want a research agreement? Man, what would be sick is if you gave me a trade agreement. These guys are pushing my territory. They just stole iron from me. I can't believe that. I didn't even know that iron was there. So upsetty spaghetti. Lousy Genghis Khan and his forward settling. All right, you're a new city. You're also going to make feasts. Which you're just going to make with food. Give you cured meat to start, I guess. This town is gonna need... Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. I mean, I guess a firm. Starter firm always kind of goes well. You guys are being attacked by another random spearman from China. You're welcome to kill it. And you are my other settler. That's only 2, so that's really bad spot to put it down. All the resources back here just kind of aren't that good. But I think it's also kind of my only real spot. Like, I could go here. I guess I could go here. Leave that back territory more open. There's forests down here, but there's gold. There's a lot of gold down this way. Yeah, this is all like within 1 square of me. That's all within 2 squares of me. These guys have come up here and pushed around my city, which is a bit annoying, but also understandable given their location. All right, we'll go here. Start being aggressive with our settling. All right, they took all the rock salt. I could go there for the money. This is maybe a better location. Give us some room to build like crafters and the like. City security, siege defense. That's just more money. Let's build more goats. Give these guys some grain stores as well. I should probably be swapping some of this stuff out for like baskets or something, but until we really have that up and running, not a lot I could do with it. So you actually probably want a butcher shop up here. You definitely want a docks. So we can start with that. Always stealing our rock salt. Still trying in vain to make the AI semi-diplomatic. I am. She might do it now that we have a research agreement. Great. So that's all these cities connected. Give him a nice piece of farmland. You have declined my agreement. Okay, well. You want an alliance. Sure, man. At least we have one friend in the world. Your crafter is not doing anything. And actually, I could probably shift you onto something else for once. Maybe let's try codices. Yeah, why not? So cured meats are actually better than feasts to start, which is great because we actually make cured meat. 3.2, production 1.1, right, okay. No spices. The war is inconclusive with China. Whoever would have foreseen that? This city has become idle after building 2 workshops. I still need an altar in here. That's meant to be a farm. I don't know what was going to go here. Tanneries or something? You know what? Let's build it there. Build a couple of religious buildings in that section. Okay. The other guy is making metal tools. I don't have any plows. I don't really have the stuff to make plows either. What about rope? No, not really. What about baskets? They do give city production. All right, let's make some baskets for a while. As everything starts upgrading. Now. You make a good military advisor. I don't know that I want military advisor, though. Religious spread it in our capital could be nice.
Honor the prophetess. Hebrews.
Like we got a lot of religious advisors right now. Claim generated over here. We're going to take Oshawa and get these cows, these goats, whatever they are. I keep hoping I absorb Kelowna. Drummondville.
A local tribe has provided.
Now, this should be enough to take Drummondville. Yes! Excellent. So this is going to grow Lambton like 3 slots, which means I can box in Victoria right away. Yeah, why aren't they absorbing? Can you culturally, religiously conquer other cities in this game? You can for the little villages. I don't really know if... I don't quite understand how the religion works. It doesn't feel particularly well baked. Certainly not particularly well explained. I think let's irrigation we'll grab. Yeah, so this guy's gotten much bigger. Well, I don't want this guy to have Toronto. I kind of wanted this in my big city here, but I guess we'll just grab it for now. Lock him out. He should have grown 2. Why did he only grow 1? Or he'll grow another one next turn. Pisa, Palaces, Acropolis. You know, we can't really do any of those. You guys got a stone pit, so we're finally making iron. I could be pretty happy to say here. And we can get some copper coming in too. Some ceramic workshops. We also need to get a llama farm down here. Try to get some more stuff online. That altar is done. That's fantastic. Yeah, this guy grows again here. So we'll go for Drummondville and I'll cut him off at the sea. It might mean he takes Montreal, which would obviously make me sad, but what to do with you? Pray tell. Whoa, let's build some missionaries. I might speed those. Yeah, they're going pretty fast. Get me them Wololos. In bonus wealth for each commerce and cultural improvement in this area. Yeah, you don't really have... He did take Montreal. Damn it, dude. That's... I was going to build, like, my inn and my trade post and everything there. I might as well build a tannery. Might as well build a tannery. So, where is like the religious map mode? Okay, maple syrupism is 100% here, but not in Victoria. So I guess my question is like, if I send a missionary to Victoria, can I flip its religion? And if I flip its religion, does it do anything? Flowers and stuff. Is there another +1 city cap if I take coinage? Cultural heritage. It's the only way to get temples. It's the only way to get temples, so let's take that. I'm going to war with China. I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to go to war with them. Might just distract them a little bit.
Your advisors inform you that the stars are telling you.
Make friends with Georgia. Oh, I have to be able to enter their city. So I guess I'm just going to head down there then. Because the Mongols will literally never open their borders under any reason whatsoever. Do you think if I get an alliance with her, she'll open her borders? Trois-Rivières, Saskatoon. I mean, let's take Trois-Rivières. Just because it's like closer borders. These guys are so damn annoying. You're building a tannery. At this point, after that, I need to start building more archers and swordsmen. Because I'm worried about the Mongols. Put you out there and put you on the docks. You up here have this nice little crafting area. So I thought I said I was going to build a bunch of workshops and stuff here. Flower fields used for crafting flowers. I could also build like the inn and the trading post here. But no, I think I need more workshops. I definitely need more workshops. Proposal declined. Can try again in one turn to open borders. This guy can either make leather or sandals. Let's try leather. I have enough bison that he can do that. 2.1 leather a turn. That's actually really good. Because that actually means I could put another tannery in here. And I could make sandals out of it. This place has also grown. Let's take Saskatchewan, I think. Where do we go for Muskoka? These guys grow in 7 turns. Yeah, let's box these arseholes in. If he's going to insist on having Victoria there, then I'm going to make it that city can't be bigger than 4 squares. Crazy how fast his new cities are growing. Yup. 7, 7, 4, 5, 3, 7, 5, 5. Oh, I get 2 slots. I can't really take this from Saanich, because if I do, they got nowhere else to go. So we'll just head south. The sick thing about this is I finally get like the ability to put other things in here that aren't just food. You have a workshop down here. That's really nice. I mean, I haven't been able to make rope anywhere yet. I could make rope out of the leather I'm making. In fact, I can make 1.6 rope a turn. Let's do that. The city has become idle, finally building a farm. To me, it seems like the obvious thing for these guys is to focus on like trade. They have all these incredible like 5.4 point locations. Now, ironically, what they don't have is like room for anything. Bonus food per turn for each commerce region in the area. So you know what? I think let's do... I'm going to put like a bakery back here. Start making some bread.
Messenger arrives on behalf of Benito Juarez. It is time to put our people...
Suck a duck, Benito Juarez. I'm not interested in you. I want my religion to spread. And I want more archers. Which isn't going to be really good because these guys have access to horses and they're Mongolians. So I don't know what I'm doing even building archers, but...
ceremonial vestments enters the tribal hall.
What do these guys want? A spearman. I'm actually willing to do that. So I could build them for like 40 bucks. I don't know when that mission comes back. I hope immediately. No? Randomly? Okay. I'm sorry, we have an alliance and we don't have a trade agreement? Are you jokes? If you are jokes, it's not very funny. Something to do with that 7.7k food? I mean, spend it on things? I built way too many firms. I have it added to basically everywhere that can add. Where is it here? No, do not destroy. That's what that button is? Demolish? There's not a lot of things that really use food. Still need some more plows. How are we on grain? I'm making 2.7. So let's do that. I have 17 of these. It doesn't seem like I really need to be making anymore. You guys are making feasts. You guys don't use anything. Logging camps don't use anything. Interesting, they're putting all my metal tools in the logging camps. I actually don't disagree with that. I make iron now, so I can start putting iron into these metal tools. And I'm also making rope. So I can start putting rope into baskets. God, we need so much more stuff. You guys can pick up Muskoka. I love it. So these guys are now locked off. They can't grow out of Guelph. They can't grow out of Victoria. Well, they can grow out to sea, but that's about it. You have a goat? No, you need that goat. Farm. You got interrupted. So now you're trying to go out to sea in order to get over. Crazy that missionaries need to be on the spot to preach. Yeah, there's no way for you to get down there, man. I'm just going to send this missionary, I guess, back to my cities. If he can even get there. You declined. You declined. You declined. You're my ally. I joined your war and you decline my trade agreement?
You've made first contact with a mysterious people.
Dude, I hate the AI in this. It just makes no sense. I assume it's because like we're not producing enough of certain goods or something. But it's just ridiculous. This guy is really pushing up north. I could get fish. I'm worried about this guy just claiming all my inland is the problem. I could also push down here and try to get cinnamon, which would give me spices, which would be really nice. Push south. Ooh, I can actually get that cinnamon right away if I just wait a turn. That's very good. So you guys built a workshop. Pray tell, what else was I planning to build there with you? Kind of want to put a barracks in here so that this is just all military in this province. I should probably put a butcher shop up here because it's an extra 10 harvest production. So I guess we'll start with that. You've also declined research. The city has gotten bigger. So we'll put baskets in there. And this workshop ain't doing nothing. It could put rope in it, though. Oh, that's nice. So the rope can go in all my workshops as well now. How much to do anything with these metal pots? A lot. And plows? I guess I'm not really producing enough iron. Wonder how much the AI disrespect you if your score is too low. I mean, that might be part of it. I think I'm just going to sack my materials here for a bit. Because I'm kind of in like a need of plows, so.
Emissary arrives from a foreign ruler.
I'll take this for the religious spread. This city looks like it's collapsing. But nothing can be trusted in this game. You're working on that final swordsman, and then I'll at least have a third army up. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but... You've met another nation. Charlemagne.
Come into contact with a foreign nation.
Charlemagne and US keep starting right next to each other. In games lately. Hour meeting, how goes the run? Can I get a summary to catch up? Genghis Khan forward settling. Our economy is coming online, finally. Nobody's willing to do any kind of trading whatsoever. The diplomacy is still absolutely nonsense. Preach. Do you like disappear when you do that ability? No, it's like a... All right. Like, I'm assuming if I preach, it'll start spreading elsewhere. Maybe I should put him in St. John's, because then at least he's got a chance to spread to Guelph and Victoria. You know what? I guess we'll do that. Why the heck not? St. John's has finished building its butchery shop. Where I'm going to put it on salted fish. Even though it can't really afford to use them. This city is also idle. There's some good stone up here. So I could just throw in some stone pits just to get some more materials. Honestly, I don't hate that idea. You guys just finished building a baker, so we can make baked goods, biscuits, or bread. Interesting, you can use the grain store to make bread. It uses less than the grain does. Grain stores adds 50 city food and 15 city growth. This adds food and health. City food, food and health. City food minus health. Yeah, I guess bread is the best option. I don't really like any of these options, though. The 15% city growth is what I need more than anything, so cutting off all my grain stores is not actually good for me. So I don't know how long that bakery is going to last. So you get bonus food for each commerce improvement in the region. You get bonuses for commerce and culture. And the trade post gets bonuses per nothing. But we're just going to put it in here anyway. So I'll try making Lambton into a money city. Was there a tutorial about religion? I don't remember this game having any tutorials at all. It's not to say that they do, that they don't. Just I certainly don't remember any. And you guys are going to deploy also to St. John's. Does that matter? Yeah, it does actually. Now, did I have to do that before I click deploy? That's a good question.
First contact established with an unknown
Copernicus. St. John's has another claim. Just start pushing out to the sea or pushing up into this desert. I think probably the desert's the way to go. Ooh, you actually have 2 claims. So I'm going to completely surround Guelph. And I'll basically completely surround Victoria as well. Just build a bunch of stone pits in here on that +4. Let's wait to have that guy settle. You've met Sappho.
You've come into contact with a foreign nation.
This city is also bigger. So I could put baskets in here. I guess everybody's getting baskets. To cost. All right, I'll take Cumberland then. Cut him off. You've also met not Copernicus.
You've met
Songhai. And then this missionary will get preaching. Now, I don't actually want those stone pits there anymore. It's a little unfortunate, but they'd be much better if I put them over here. Like, significantly better. You've met Russia.
New faces from a distant land greet you.
You have an empty ceramic shop. I also have some wheels, but I don't know if that's going into a ceramic shop, really. These guys can just fortify here. 143 defense in that city right now. Oh, sorry. That's because there's 2 of them in there. My bad. I don't know where you would go. Probably Ottawa might be the best choice. I'd really like to be friends with her. I'm gonna move up my armies a little bit here around the Mongolians, at least so we're like prepared for when the worst happens. We can move on to the next era. Pick up the Great Lighthouse. What are the goals? In 3 turns, I have to have a spearman. We have that. No palaces, no Acropolis, and the Great Pyramid of Giza is already owned. I guess we don't really need the Great Lighthouse. What does it do? +1 merchant? +3 merchants. It's actually really good, but only if someone trades with you. And for whatever reason, the game is dumb. It doesn't trade. Fortress and city walls, bureaucracy, or siege warfare. I don't know how to make wheels, so actually siege warfare could be good. Yeah, we're gonna slow down our roll just by 1. Okay, you have made a second tannery. Where you are gonna make shoes out of leather and materials. And then you're gonna make a dock in the only spot you can. Hey, she accepted a research proposal. She won't do anything else, but
Tribe is elated to have met with your scouts, and they send in.
that absorbs them for the cost of 2 metal ingots. That's not bad. Fortify, fortify, fortify. We must be near the end of the act. Of course, we're in last place. The Mongols are in second last, though, which means that they're going to lose all their cities. Well, that is extremely good news for us. Who else is down there? Venezuela and Greece. Zenobia might be. A genie gets a huge population bonus.
A representative from the tribe wearing a prominent.
There's the spearman for Khotan. So if we can get one more good event with him, we'll also get those guys to join us. Inconclusive war. Saanich has grown. Currently, Saanich is making wool when Saanich should be making goats. I'm gonna put a butcher shop in here. I think I'll also maybe give you... Oh, definitely feasts. Let them grow faster. Another ceramic shop down here. You're making copper. Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. Lambton, you have grown. This guy's trying to push around the sea. Or I guess he's just trying to push out to sea. Again, Genghis is going to fall off, so I'm not really too worried about him. Let's just grab Algoma. And then we have an expert here that we could probably put on bread. What happens during the culling? Do the cities disappear, or is there something to plunder? The cities disappear and they leave a bunch of relics behind. So if you have scouts, you can plunder them all. You guys just finished the docks. Which I'm going to move my expert over to. I think I'll probably build a city temple here. Get one per city. Start stacking a little religion together. You guys grow down to Charlottetown. Pick up some more iron down here as well, which will be fantastic. I am actually running low on materials right now, but we'll fix that pretty soon. You know, I said we'd fix that because we're building a bunch of stone pits, but they're actually, like, not making that much. 100% of the raw material yield is added to the city's harvest production. The raw material yield here is 4. Shouldn't these be making 4 materials then? Currently, they're only making 50% of the raw material yield, and they should be getting an extra 50% from lithic tools. I love when things work properly. I'm just going to fill it with stone pits, honestly. At this point, why the hell not? You've made a trading post. Couple baskets into trade goods. Let's put the mint down here as well. Try to get that cash going down in Lambton. Turn 122, 123. Ottawa finishes its temple. They can start making scrolls. Might as well do timber. Plus 15 city knowledge. That's actually really great. Now, this guy's making a ton of food here and grains. I could put in a water well, but actually another farm here would go really hard. You guys aren't consuming all the grain we already make, though. So the other question is like, what if I just build another workshop? 50% craft production for each culture and religious improvement. Oh, if I build a weaver down here instead. Kelowna wants horses. There's no way for me to get that. We are successfully denouncing religions. Yeah, I mean, we're just like 100% in all of our cities. But I don't know how to spread it to other cities if they won't open the borders. Could I request horses? If he would give me open borders, yes. But unfortunately, he won't. So I am just plumb out of luck. Some more iron there. Those goats are, yeah. The best I can do is just make more fish here. We are still in last place. All right, so you've built a weaver. I'm making wool. Where am I making wool? Can I make llamas instead? I either make wool or I make llamas. That does 200. That does 200. That does one a turn. That does one a turn. So what do I actually produce more out of here? It's the exact same. Basically, I need 2 llama farms to effectively make fabric out of wool and llama. So whatever. That's all good. You know, the barracks would give us more city security. The fortresses. You're making lots of sandals and stuff, so I don't know that he needs anything else. There's a lot of slots down here. $25 craft production and harvest production. Commerce and culture. Nothing. So I probably like a trading post and inn. A bunch of stuff down here would probably go pretty well for me. Fermenting pits. Yeah, let's just go with the trading post for now. This city has grown. I can pick up spices. I think I've actually been able to pick up spices for quite a long time, and I've been forgetting to. You need a dwelling. You need one like immediately. You actually can't grow until you get one, so.
First contact established with an unknown people.
There's Japan. All right, so these guys have their dwelling. We'll get them a little spice farm. Spice must flow, after all. Because we're all creeping up on all my territory. but I think it's okay.
Emissary arrives at your court from a mighty leader.
I'll give her some fabrics. Just to stay friends. Ottawa, you have built a trade post. Fabrics. Okay. So we'll build an inn there as well. Not making a lot of raw materials here, but
A new power arises
Caesar.
in your world.
I feel like we're discovering most people on the map. All right, St. John's has built all of its stone depots and actually needs a dwelling really badly in the capital. We'll rush that along.
Your scholars come to you for guidance. An ancient...
Take religious spread there.
The men of this tribe have hair so
Khotan.
long it's almost white.
Nice, we're absorbing them. And we get +5 health.
You have reached the antiquities.
And we have reached the antiquities. When do we reach the next phase? Republic government. Low capital growth, but 10 knowledge in all cities. Honestly, Republic seems like it's probably pretty good for us. The mills could allow us to make, I guess, just grain stores better. Preserved foods at bakeries. Scholarship would let us get books. If we have a lot of trees, I mean, we don't currently, but we should have a lot of trees. We could make a lot of books. Silicates appear. The arena we probably don't need. Paper's pretty important. Candle's pretty important. 4 more techs. Candles, paper, scholarship, and engineering, I think. Let's start with paper. Okay, you guys have your dwelling. You have a workshop making plows. If I had another workshop here and it was making lithic tools, I could at least feed that into those plows. You guys can make gourmet meals out of food. I'm making an insane amount of food, just straight use food. Well, I'm really not making much in the way of salted fish, but I could probably put bison in there. And I should start making spices in a moment. This is huge happiness, health, growth, and food. This is a really good thing to be making. Canadians from Victoria in real life, very Mongol-esque. In Guelph? I don't know, by a little bit, probably, yeah. I don't want to offend any of the Guelphians, but, you know. You guys get a lot of culture buildings as well? This guy does? Culture improvements. So I could build a flower field down here. That would kind of look pretty. Why not? Okay. Why don't I build some logging camps? Because I'm going to need a lot of wood for the paper. You guys just built the spice mill, the spice farm. Fortunately, other farms in this area kind of suck. I think another ceramic shop would go good. You are the other butcher shop. We're also going to put you on saltfish. Help out those gourmet meals a little. When is the era end? Everyone is still in antiquities? Wow, okay. I think it's when everyone gets to early Middle Ages. Or 5 people get to early Middle Ages, I should say. You're gonna make lithic tools out of timber and materials and sure, copper. Then you're gonna immediately eat those and put them into that plow. 1 plow a turn. That's gonna be nice. Craft production for each military improvement in the region. Ooh, really? Well, a blacksmith would go really well here. I have a watchtower and a dock. Let's build that. I could probably put a blacksmith here as well and build another watchtower or a barracks down here. I was thinking about a barracks, so. I'll take Chilliwack because it's at least contested. And I'm going to put you on iron. So this guy's making flowers. I'd like to do that. It's going to kill my economy. So we're going to have to figure out what we need to do to fix it. I should probably put city walls in my capital. Then I wouldn't necessarily need troops in here. I don't know what's going on here. This was like plus 16, then it went down to plus 6. But when I clicked that, it was like negative 3. I didn't change anything in between zooming in and out of this shop. What are we missing in the Paragon department? Foreign advisor and a military advisor. Research agreements provide 100% research. I guess.
Galen, Greek Roman physician and medical researcher.
We have a research agreement with Belgium, right? Thought we did. I could have sworn we did. God, everybody hates us so much. Really hard to make your territory look pretty in this game. I should probably build an altar down here somewhere. You know what? We don't have anything going on right here. Trade agreement? Let's see. One pot every 3 turns is fine by me right now. We'll see if the economy crumbles. It's figuring it out. Oh my god, he accepted a trade agreement. I don't know what to do. Does he have horses? No. He does have cattle. He has furniture, which we don't have. So why don't we get furniture and like wine off of him? Maybe now that we're actually like producing goods. Time to increase that merchant count after all. I know, right? The mint. We can start making coins. I'm already eating all my copper, so maybe not. How are you out of grain stores? I'm gonna take the feast. Okay. I wouldn't mind an altar here as well. I think I'll just build it here. Get that religious pressure up. Early Middle Ages. Is somebody in the early Middle Ages? Yes. First place has hit the early Middle Ages. At last, we have a clue. I need more trees. So logging camp. I think logging camp. It's probably going to be ceramic shops down here next to that iron. Another religious verse finally available. I'll take 5 health in all cities. And another paragon. So military advisor is the only guy we don't have. This guy has sight to all cities. That's actually pretty nice for us in terms of military advisor. Because I don't really want to fight, but I do want to know what's going on. Like all these guys sneaking down the shore here. And this guy trying to like weave around Lambton and steal this location. Whatever. He's dead soon, right? Yeah. Not panic about that. I'm going to try to leave Nipissing here for him. I can't believe he took that. What a pain this guy is. We'll just take Whitby right now. Keep this locked in. Try to join the Discord, it doesn't work. From that link? We updated all these links the other day. Yeah, that link should work. Should, being the keyword. Doesn't necessarily mean it will, but it should. I'm going to build a barracks up here and probably a blacksmith then as well. It says open in Discord, but then nothing happens. If you want to add me to Discord, I can send you like a direct link or message me on Discord. I should just be like hashtag AgentNumberOne or at AgentNumberOne, however the Discord stuff works. Just got that. All right, we'll take Ontario here. Oh, you got 2 claims. We'll wait a turn and then we'll take this one. Because that'll protect all of our territory here, except for the U, which is waiting on that. Your city tier has increased. You also need more stuff. City health, city production. City prosperity. This is Lambton. So Lambton is actually all about city prosperity. I'm going to give him that. I'm going to rush that altar, and then I'm going to build a dwelling in the capital. Now we'll claim Bathurst for you as well. Fantastic. I like that. Tannery gets upgraded. We just made paper, so next I'm going to do scholarship. For each science and military improvement in the region. Am I going to do scholarship next? I'm going to do candles first. Having these fish, you know what, man? I could take this land. Ooh, there's copper down here, but I actually can't reach it. We actually have a bunch of people making fish stuff, so having actual fish might be smart. You've just completed a blacksmith. You're going to use that iron to make iron bars at that blacksmith. I also need to make an anvil. I'll have you make me 2 anvils. Oh, man, you're really expensive. But I think that'll be good for us. So this location up here has nothing in it. It's open for good trade. It's got some decent materials as well. This is kind of nothing right now. Butcher shop and a farm. So hunting camps, you can still make hunting camps and they just produce gold. That's kind of interesting. I'm not yet sure how I feel about that. I kind of just want to make more workshops down here. I know it's foolish, but there's so many things we need for workshops. You guys get access to fish. I could have all these masterworks starting up as well now that we have all these altars. That's probably something I'm really missing out on in terms of gameplay. Ottawa. You built, I think, the barracks. Ottawa, you have nowhere for people to live, so let's build some houses. In fact, I'm going to rush that. And then when that's done... Well, I don't have any supplies to make anything else, so we'll just keep meeting people.
An unknown society
Otto von Bismarck.
Urgent message comes to your court.
I don't care about Charlemagne. He's on the other side of the world. He's so far away. So I was going to say that a blacksmith here scales off of military improvements. It's got 2. Do I necessarily have enough iron and stuff for it? No. But we'll see what we can put together. St. John's is another workshop up and running. Why don't we make wheels? Because I haven't been making any of these, and that seems super foolish. I guess we'll make it off the rope. And honestly, dudes, I think I'm just going to throw another workshop in here. We need it. Name of the Discord? I don't know if we're set up as like a public Discord. I don't really think we are. It would just be called The Agency. I guess I would also recommend, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? The classic. Old Faithful. Because you never know if that might work. Candles we can start making. Engineering is going to give us +1 city cap. We also have extra city cap right now. The thing is, I'm probably just going to have to wait for the act transition before we build any more cities. Like I can maybe put one down there that just like goes out to the ocean, but
Scientists from abroad approach your academics asking for their help with your...
I don't care about Russia. We got our fishy boats. So... Candles. Man, I don't have any of the stuff I need here for this. I have a little bit of food oil that we just like picked up, so I guess we can make some candles in the meantime. Pretty much everybody is on the right supplies. Candles and soaps. We don't have like fertilizer or anything yet. Happiness for knowledge or double happiness? Yeah, well, obviously wine is a better option there. You're just short tools. Computers. All right, well, I really like this new automation change. I will say that. This makes life a lot easier. All right, man. Honestly, what I need more than anything else is just more materials. So, just gonna start building some stone pits up there. And I probably should just build more logging camps down here. Start trying to get those numbers up. You have city walls. You now have a blacksmith. I'm not producing enough of any of that stuff to be absorbing it all like I am. I'm out of grain stores, but I'm making gourmet meals. So why don't we swap over to that? In fact, let's take a look at all of our places. All of these grain stores should be swapped over to gourmet meals. I have enough to be eating that in all of my cities. Baskets? Is that what I want here? Dum, 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 dum. Sandals is a way better option. Growth and happiness. I mean, it's really hard not to take 25 city growth on, like, permanently on all your places. Yeah, this is 0.5 city production. No, sorry, this is 1 city production versus 10 city prosperity. And this is 10% city production. Which is a tiny bit extra. All right, so the capital is bored again. Probably at least turn him on llamas. What do we need to build? I got enough to build the Colossus of Rhodes, and I could do it in 8 turns, honestly? Needs to be in the ocean, doesn't it? Almost definitely it does. All right, man, I'm going to build a catapult then. Just in case. You made it in there, Shaker? Excellent. How do we use all that excess food? I mean, it'll come down over time as our cities get bigger. There's not a lot of ways. The thing is like right now, so, you know, all these things that I put in here, like this adds plus 15 food, and I have this in all of my cities. This adds plus 3 food. The gourmet meal adds plus 50 city food. If I took gourmet meals out of 5 cities, right? I'd only be getting plus 20 food. Don't. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm taking that and I'm just going to build stone pits there. Because apparently stone pits are the only thing I value anymore. You have just built a ton of logging camps. You kind of need a dwelling soon. You don't need one yet, though. So why don't we have you build ceramic shops? To scale off that stone pit. Five more turns till the act ends. Oof, my words. Build some bowmen. Just start seeing, like, you know, just in case. Have some guys on hand that we can use. You got fish up. By not feeding the poor in the game? I mean, that'd do it. It's a good trick. Good trick, that, not feeding the poor. I need logging camps, dudes. I need a lot of logging camps is what I need. It's nothing fancy. The biggest issues I have right now is materials and logs. Keep up the rest of our production. Trading post gourmet. I guess I could put a bakery down here. Dwelling is not a terrible choice either, just because it like does give this craft production. Bakery would give me bonus food based on the trading post and the inn. We're consuming all the bison we make. I'm gonna build another workshop.
An emissary extends an invitation on behalf of Sappho. She entreats any woman of your nation to join her for a public...
Yeah, sure. Take a little happiness. Make friends with the Greeks. Lambton. Lambton's play along. There's some really good farmland down here. I guess a weaver could go strong in Algoma. Can I only have the one flower field? I guess so. You'll never guess what you're doing, buddy. Oh, you guessed building more stone pits? Maybe you could guess. I don't even have the lumber to do it. The lumber? No, I don't have the lumber. Hurting. It's engineering for us. Stone pit, stone pit. Why can I not see you? Cause you became a mine when I took up engineering. Oh, that's a better use of my time anyway. What does it cost to upgrade? Just timber. Ooh. Choose a new technology. I guess scholarship. Okay, so Venezuela, Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar, and Japan are all getting wiped out. Venezuela as well. Wow, so the north is going to be empty. So I'm just going to start spamming settlers. Oh my god, we're going to be able to get all this stuff, all this stuff. I'm basically going to put a city like right here. And then probably another city like... Honestly, probably a city there and a city there. I could grab Tabriz. You know what? Maybe I'll just take where his cities are and just like rejig how they're set up. This guy I could probably skip, but then build another one like up here. We're going to have access to like so much iron and sheep and everything else. Oh yeah, scouts would also be pretty good. You're right. Hey, you have room to grow. Yeah, we will take Nipissing just to cut them off down here. Will we also take Yukon? No, probably not right away. Not if all this is about to collapse. You also have an expert. No, you already have one expert. Feels like we should have more experts. But I guess we don't. If these guys sandals, I don't know if that's quite the right thing to give them or not, but we have access to gears, mining picks, hourglasses. I mean, gears we use in a lot of locations, so I'm even willing to spend metal ingots on them. Because they're used like everywhere. I don't have the materials to make scouts, unfortunately, and I don't know where my current scouts are. They're probably over here in the middle of nowhere. Great question. Where are my scouts? Here's one. Julius, Japan, Venezuela, Mongols. Japan. Julius, I think, is up here somewhere. You know what, dude? Head out that way. And my other scout. Can head up this way, and maybe we can pick up a little bit of Japan's territory. That's the best we can really do there.
It is Act 2. By heaven's grace, you have been placed in Tier 3.
Yeah. In a single-player game, increase your prestige by 3 or more ranks in a single turn. What? I don't know how that's possible to get as an achievement in any other way other than doing this. Elizabeth is in first place with Egypt right behind her. Oh man, we've been kind of pissing off Egypt a lot. The Aztecs, then Mexico, Holy Romans, Poland. Our buddy Belgium here is at least in remarkable. Heaven's grace carried us hard, surviving the culling, right? Great job, everybody. Yeah, again, it's just like the way the difficulties work. You literally can't survive unless you just conquer everybody. It's a bad system. The problem is like the difficulty is completely... And this is why I'm curious about this patch, is because the difficulty is meant to shift and be better in the end game. And right now, all the difficulty in the game is front-loaded. So like the first act is really hard to pass, but previously, at least on patch, I guess like 1.3 and below, as long as you survive the first act, you were basically guaranteed to win the rest of the game. So as your territories under the influence grow, so does the complexity of your leadership. As an established ruler, you must expand your empire's reach through innovation and infrastructure. In this new age, you introduce transformative policies that enhance connectivity and economic growth, and face the challenges of expansion with your signature blend of toughness and magnanimity. Under your guidance, Canada has become the most celebrated nation in the world. I don't know about that. Known for its many achievements and the prosperity of its people, it's up to you to protect the diverse interests of your subjects by promoting policies that ensure equality and justice for all, not just for some. Yeah, so ruins caches, so scouts can explore all of these. The cool thing is that like most of them are pretty protected for us. And we can grow and we can actually just like absorb all this territory. This is the top of the map. So the truth is, if we just like set a settlement up here and block Egypt, all this should become ours. We might have a couple people try across the sea. So focusing on getting their capital early is going to be important. Somehow the Palmarines have a scout up here. And it looks like every civilization that didn't get absorbed also became a massive hostile army. I didn't know it did that. Well, we'll see how it goes. We have room for 2 additional cities. So yeah, I think we probably just plug one like right here in their old capital. Or here. I'd actually just go like here and then put another one like somewhere here, here. And we should be able to grow out and kind of like secure all this land. All that rock salt's going to become ours. All that copper, spices. Some good sheep, some good iron up in them there hills. Celebrating Canada right now. Alone make Canada the most celebrated country. Do I have an army? Yeah. I have wedges in basically all of my cities. So like a swordsman with 2 archers behind them. In Lambton, Ottawa, and St. John's, all have that. A genie does not, but they're safe. Saanich does not, and they are very not safe. So we'll have to figure out some plan for that. Do it fast for the AI send settlers through the sea. Yeah. That's. I mean, we have 1 settler built. I have 2 other settlers en route. What's weird is I thought in the tech tree. There's a bunch of texts that say they give you +1 city cap. They don't. I guarantee you they don't. Because I should have a much higher city cap than I do right now. Because we had 2 free city slots, and I'm pretty sure we just researched another one of those. Like bronze working is meant to give 1, and then one of the other techs in that era are meant to give 1, and I noticed that only one of them actually did. That's okay. Ooh, we have some clams down here, shellfish as well. Close borders with the neighbors so they don't sneak settlers through. Yeah, we have close borders with everybody. Except for Belgium. Who is meant to be giving us more stuff than he currently is. I'm really just looking for stuff that I can like plug into cities. Industrial mine and mines. You know what? I could ask you for pickaxes. I could make those, but like you'd probably hurry up my production quite a lot. What about metal? You could give me metal every 4 turns. Yeah, it's okay. If I ask you for flowers, that would help us get the hanging garden faster. Because this has been really, really slow. But we're going to continue on this next time. I guess it just saves like that. Quick save it just in case that didn't work. That's all the time we got for today. So we're gonna continue on this. You know, I really want to see what the later acts are like and how they sort of fill up. I feel like we've got this great territory here now to grow and expand into. So we're gonna have some really nice clean borders. And then hopefully we can just grab up like a city here and here and get as much of this stuff up north as we possibly can. I think it'll be really good. We're going to do that next week. So check back in. Stay tuned. Until then, take it easy.